This is a no bullying zone, but someone did send me a picture of their abs on one of the social media platforms. And to me, I was like, this is not what I'm about. As much as you can be proud of your abs, you're barking up the wrong tree, my guy. I'm looking for a soft boy. I want a soft boy. I want a squishy boy, a huggable boy. I don't want a washboard boy. That's not for me. Maybe it's for someone else. But I love a soft boy. A 1-pack. I want a soft boy. I don't know how many packs come in a soft boy. The person that sent me their abs is crying, and I'm so sorry, but it's gotta be said. I love soft boys. I mean it. Have you seen, there's this cosplay guy on TikTok, and he's a fat boy. He's got a big belly, and he dresses up as Roadhog, but he's confident, and so he's a hot boy. Be in love with yourself. Be confident. Be a soft boy. The Roadhog, man. Damn. That's a thick boy. That's a big boy. That's a boy you can't put your arms around. But you can try. You can try. Be a big boy. Who cares? Post Malone is a pretty close to perfect boy. That's a thick boy. That's a nice boy. That's a boy you can't knock over with a breath of air, with a wind.
I don't like being a fat boy, but I am working out. No way to fat boys out there.
Exuvia, thanks for the 22 months. That's the thing. If you don't want to be a fat boy, don't be a fat boy. But if you're a fat boy and you're sad just because you're a fat boy, don't be sad about being a fat boy. Because there are plenty of people that will be like, we love a fat boy. Or plenty of people that are like, I don't care if you're a little bit chonky, whatever. I like you because you're interesting, you're funny. I'd rather someone be funny than have a 6-pack of abs. If you've got a 6-pack of abs and you're so hot you melt my eyes, but you can't make me laugh, I don't give a fuck. Walk your walk. Walk your walk. If you don't feel confident, confidence is really difficult. I don't feel confident. And I just fake things, or I do things that make myself feel better. Like get tattoos or piercings or dye my hair. And then when people say, hey, that looks nice on you, I say, thank you, I'm trying very hard. But I think a lot of confidence too is like the way that you carry yourself. And if you fake something till you make it, then you fake it till you make it. It actually works. It's true, like Jelly's saying. Just practice being like, fake it. And if you have no self-confidence, self-confidence is really difficult to build. But like, fake it till you make it. This look you have right now, it looks real good. What is it that my peepers have no makeup on? Thank you. It's a scary look for me, confidence-wise. For me today, I'm like, I could look 1,000 years old right now. But you know what? Here I am. It's tough. How can I fake not having a big ugly head though? Here's the thing, Tim or Tom. I've seen your big head, and it's not ugly. You don't got a big ugly head. I don't think there's anything really that makes anybody ugly besides when they give up on themselves. When you give up and you stop caring, that's what makes you that's what makes you have like a different feeling about you. That's not a good one. And like most of the time, if you're like, I don't feel confident in myself, then just change something that you want to change. If you're like, maybe, I want to dress differently and that will make me more confident. Dress differently. Or like, do something that you want to do. Or like, maybe if you want your ears pierced, get piercings. That shit helps. It's like putting a little band-aid on your self-confidence. Or a tattoo. Change your hair, change your beard. If you can't do that, then just do something else that you want to do. Put some clothes on that you've always wanted to wear. If you're like, I can't wear that because I'm too fat. Who fucking cares? Put it on if you want to. If that's how you want to wear your clothes, do it. It's true. You can become confident instead of not confident. And if you aren't confident, But there's a lot of other people who aren't. And guess what? We're all here together. I'm not confident. Most of the time, I'm not confident. And some days I'll look at myself and I'll be like, wow, I look really nice. And other days I'll be like, I have a big bad feeling about myself. I'm not feeling so good around here, Scoob. But guess what? Sometimes you have bad days. And you know what I do on those bad days? Sometimes I put makeup on for no reason. Or I look at a comment from when someone said that I did look nice. I've got lots of people around here to, like, you know, really help you reinforce the idea of how worthy you are. And I don't think there's anybody out there that isn't worthy of hearing nice words about themselves, you know? Unless you're a mean, awful, horrible person. But we have enough energy for people who are nice and who are not confident. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And if people judge you for how you look, there's this hurdle that we gotta get over sometimes where it's like, you gotta stop caring. And you gotta say fuck them. Because if you like how you look and you're comfortable in how you dress and that's how you want to dress, do it. Wear it. Put it on. If you're like, I can't wear that because I'm fat. If you're wearing it in the right size, then you can. If something's not too tight on you that it's uncomfortable, wear it. Who cares? What does it matter? Guess what? If you zoom out, we're on a continent. If you zoom out from there, we're on a planet. If you zoom out from there, it's the galaxy, it's the universe. And then if you zoom out from there, it's the fucking biggest, most infinite thing you've ever seen. And do you think that someone on the other side of the world is concerned with what you're doing? No, they don't know. And you know what? In kind of a comforting way, they don't know you exist. It's like going into the airport. When I go into the airport, I don't give a fuck how I look. I'll eat cheese off the fucking floor. Because guess what? I'm never going to see those people again. And you know what? Maybe they'll be like, damn, when I went to the airport, I saw a woman eat cheese off the floor. Or they might be like, I saw a woman eat cheese off the floor and I completely forgot about it. You know what? Most of the time when you think that you're making an impression on someone in a negative way, you're probably not. And even if you are, then if they're so concerned with this negative opinion that they have of you, that's their problem. And it makes them a bad person, not you. It makes you just fine. And if they do know you, then it's okay too, because they know you're like that. Live every day like you're in the airport. Live every day like you're not going to see those people again, so their opinion doesn't matter. Because truly it doesn't. It does not. And that's amazing, and it's good. So do those things that you want to do. Do those things that you're afraid other people are going to judge you of. Because guess what? You're going to do something and you're going to be like, oh no, you know. Like, imagine, you know, the things that we keep ourselves up at night. Oh my god, remember when I did that one embarrassing thing, or I said that one embarrassing thing, and that person saw me do it, or heard me do it, or was there when I did it? Do you think they think about it? Probably not. And even if they do, what does it matter? It doesn't. I think that's the good thing. Nothing matters. It doesn't. It makes you just fine. You're just fine. If you keep zooming out, there's only one thing you'll see. It's Boba's butt. It's true. That's it. That's the only ever-present thing in this universe. I have an annoyingly embarrassing memory when I was 10 years old. I'm sure I'm the only person that remembers it ever happened. Exactly. Exactly. I have things that I remember that are embarrassing. And you know what I was, on my TikToks when I'm in bed at night and I'm just watching them for 2 hours. I saw one last night and it said, you know how when you feel, really self-conscious and you feel really bad about yourself? Like, for me, I have this thing where I have, like, my tummy's a little bit fluffier than I want it to be, which I'm kind of at the point where I don't care right now, because if I want cookies to eat, I'm just gonna fucking eat them. And so I'm like, oh, you know, I don't really like how my tummy looks. I wish it was flat. So people are always like, you know, no one's gonna notice those things about you. It's fine. Me, I love big men. Also me, I'm self-conscious. So it's like, you know how when you feel self-conscious about something, and then people are like, don't worry, no one else is looking at you. when you go to the beach, no one's going to be like, wow, that person looks bad in a bathing suit. And this person was saying that they were thinking about that advice, but they're like, but when I go to the beach, I look at other people's bodies and I notice those things. Like if I think they're too fat to wear that or something. And then they were like, but you know what I was thinking about? Those are the things that I was worried about myself. And so what I was doing was I was taking the things that I was worrying about me and I was projecting them onto other people because I was self-conscious. So when you're in these moments of being self-conscious, of being sad, and of worrying about what other people think, then you project those things onto other people and you notice them about them because that's what you're worried about and that's what you're worried about people thinking about you. And then when you feel confident, you stop looking at people that way because you're not in this like hyperfixation kind of situation where you're worried about how people are perceiving you, so you start perceiving people badly. And that shit was eye-opening because I'm like, that's so fucking true. Normally you don't give a fuck. Me, I've got this thing about my tummy where I look at other people's tummies and I'm like, oh my god, does their tummy look like mine? Is my tummy normal? Blah 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 blah. But after that, I'm like, normally I don't fucking care what people's tummies look like, so why should I? I know, Fav, I'm double standarding myself. It's tough, and I know it's tough because you're like, oh, you know, I look at these celebrities or I look at people on Instagram and all of them have flat stomachs or they look like, you know, they look different or their bodies are perfect. They're probably not. Surgery is so easy. Editing your photos is so easy. And everybody's metabolism and everybody's health is different. So everybody's bodies work differently and retain their body weight differently. So it's better to just not give a fuck. Who cares? We all have different capabilities in our life and we have our own ability to do things. And I think a lot of the thing that helps me is just existentialism. A little small rock in the middle of nowhere. Who cares how you live your life? Doesn't matter. And there are people out there that will love you and accept you exactly the way that you are without changing anything. And the only person you're hurting is yourself by being so upset with yourself. Because there shouldn't be anything unless you hurt other people or you're mean to other people or you do things to cause harm to other people. If you're not doing that stuff, then there's not really anything that you need to change about yourself unless it's to be healthier. Because being healthy is also important too. Thank you very much, Sib. I just get into moods where I like to scream at the sky. Today's a scream at the sky kind of day, but also a day where I'm also screaming these things internally and externally at you and at myself. Because it's things that I need to remember too. And this is a fake it till you make it kind of thing. Where it's like, if I yell at you to love yourself, then I'll listen to my own advice too. And then I will love myself. Because I can't be a hypocrite and tell you to do something and not do it. Thank you, Captain Ben. I don't know how I got this way. I think it's because, I have no idea.